Good morning, everybody. First off, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the two projects, Bonex and Shore Nexus, for organizing this important gathering and for the dedication to advancing sustainable resource management and the WEFE Nexus in the Mediterranean. Your commitment to fostering dialogue and collaboration in this field is truly commendable. I want to start by expressing as well my sincere apologies for not being able to be with you in person today. And I deeply appreciate the opportunity to share with you some insights on the WEFE Nexus approach and more specifically on the what goes beyond the technological innovation. When we talk about the WEFE Nexus in general, the conversation often focuses on the new technologies. While, of course, these technologies are crucial, they are not enough to ensure the long-term sustainability of the WEFE Nexus. So an effective WEFE Nexus project must address as well the social, the economic, and the governance aspects, which are very, very important. So today, I will take you on a brief journey on four important components. The first is the strategic process in the WEFE Nexus. The second one is the stakeholder engagement. The third is the WEFE Nexus science policy integration. And I will end up my presentation by sharing with you some financial instruments for WEFE Nexus upscaling. The first component, as I said, is the strategic progress. A successful WEFE Nexus project requires a strategic and system-based approach that engage the stakeholders, very important as a first step in the Nexus project. Then the trade-offs and the synergy between the different resources is very important to identify the synergy and trade-offs. The third one is the social, economic component, and as well, of course, the environment component is as well important, and it could be considered with the biophysical resources. And the last but not least is how to contribute to the policy cohesion and the policy integration. And as you know, in the Mediterranean, we are always following the business as usual, the silo paradigm. The second component, as I said, the stakeholder engagement. So why is stakeholder engagement crucial? Because, you know, the WEFE Nexus project impact multiple sectors. They include voices from all the relevant stakeholders, governments, private companies, local communities, NGOs, and researchers. So the key reasons why stakeholder engagement is essential, first off, is the co-creation of solutions. So stakeholders bring the diverse expertise, ensuring that the projects are tailored to real-world conditions. The social acceptance, you know, that the local community are more likely to adopt and maintain the solution they were involved in designing. So the social acceptance is very important in the stakeholder engagement. The third component, as I have said, is the science policy integration. You know that the gap between science research and policy decision remains a significant challenge, not only in the WEFE Nexus, but also in any other projects. The Nexus approach requires a stronger connection between the two components. In Nexus project, you have to analyze the existing policies, and you have to demonstrate the trade-offs, the existing trade-off between the policies. And we have in the Mediterranean a lot of trade-offs because of these policies which are following the silo paradigm, the silo thinking, and we have a lot of maladaptation as well. We have to consider as well for the policymakers some indicators. You have to provide indicators and models to inform decision making. Then you have to think to establish and produce policy briefs. Policy briefs are very important to contribute to align the policies. So the policy briefs are not enough, but you need to advocate for changes. So you need to engage key other institutions that could influence the policy actions. So a successful WEFE Nexus project may operate at this intersection and ensure that policy are not only evidence-based, but also practical and adaptable to real-world challenges. Let me move to the fourth component is the financial instrument for the scaling up of the WEFE Nexus projects. One of the biggest barrier to scale up the WEFE Nexus project is the funding. Many promising projects and initiatives remain small scale because they lack the financial sustainability. So what are the key financial instruments for the WEFE Nexus project in general? Here I have presented four important instruments that are very important for the scaling up the WEFE Nexus project. The first one is the blended finance. It's the mix of funds, public and private in particular. The most popular one is the European Innovation Council, which is basically a very good example in innovation. But we have other examples as well. Then the second one is the green bonds. The green bonds is specific for environmental projects like clean energy and water system. And by the way, the European Union introduced recently in 2023 new regulations on the green bonds. The third one is the public-private partnership. It's very important, governments and the private sector can co-finance large-scale WEFE Nexus project, sharing risks and benefits. And in Morocco, we have a very good example in Morocco. And the fourth component is the payment for ecosystem services. This approach ensures that those who protect natural resources, could be, for instance, farms preserving watersheds, are financially rewarded for their efforts. So by using innovative financing mechanisms, so we can scale up WEFE Nexus project and ensure that they reach their full potential. So let me conclude here to leave you with a clear message. The technology alone will not solve the WEFE Nexus challenges. For true impact, we must think holistically through a strategic process, engage a relevant stakeholder from the beginning of the project, bridge the gap between the science and policy implementation, and try to provide recommendations to align the policies. And the last but not least is to secure sustainable finance mechanism for scaling up. This is how we ensure that the WEFE Nexus project are not only innovative, but also resilient, inclusive, and impactful. I want to thank again Bonex and SureNexus for providing a platform for these crucial discussion. I wish you a fruitful and engaging conference, and thank you so much for your attention.